welcome. Welcome. Let me plug you in. Oh. Grab the water. Okay, I'm back. Part two. Okay. Hi. All right. Welcome back. So, I might need to take a quick phone call. If the doctor gets back to me today, I actually gotta put the fan on me because I'm dying. I'm melting. And I gotta put like an hour time limit on this. Because I'm going out for dinner. And I'm always late for dinner, which is shocking. The doctors went okay. I mean, I got my answers. I got the answers that I needed. I definitely need to have a hysterectomy. There's no way around it. I mean, I knew this day was coming, but what's going on can't be reversed with other procedures. And I don't even think I'd want other procedures. I think I'm at the point where I just would want the hysterectomy anyway. My ovaries are still good, so they want me to keep my ovaries. But it just sucks the way it's going, if that makes sense. Oh, my sister. I just wanted to finish this. Hi. Yeah. Well, there's no way around it. I have to have the hysterectomy because what's happening is the, you know where the, Yeah. Yeah. I'll call you. I have dinner with Jesse Ash. 7:30-ish. All right, perfect. No, she's at the beach with Ari. Yeah, she slept there last night. Yeah. So, all right. Well, then I will call you on the way home from dinner. All right. Bye. Okay. So, yeah. So it has to get done. There's no way around it. There's no reversing it. So there's no other procedures. It's the next step. And the thing is, I think for me, which sucks is I don't really have time to like process it, or I don't know. I really don't know. It has to get done. Like the cramping, being swollen that's gonna stay and only get worse. So there's no way around it. But again, I always know it was gonna come down to this. They've been telling me for 15 years. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But you know what? Thanks. I've dodged cervical cancer twice. Like, in all reality, this is probably the healthiest thing that I can do for my body right now. You know? Not to mention the pain and the mental, and you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It'd be one less stress as I get older and abnormal pap smears, and you ladies know what that's like, right? So it's one less thing. So now I want to squeeze this in so I can come on tomorrow and do weekend energy. I just don't like the fact that it's gonna get worse until it happens. That part sucks. And there's protocol and procedure, so I could be looking at a good month like this, feeling the way I feel until it gets done. So that part sucks. But everything happens for a reason, right? So back to this. Fucking hot flashes. Hot flashes. Hey, at least I get to keep my ovaries. Oh, well. See what the doctor says, but the ultrasound tech said they look really good. So. Although one cancer travels to another cancer, like ovarian cancer, they're like, you ever had a history in your family with ovarian cancer? But at the same time, like that doesn't really matter anymore because one cancer, cervical cancer, if it wants to grow but it can't grow there anymore, it can certainly go to the ovaries. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anywho, let's snap out of that. It's got to get done. It is what it is. So I can't dwell. I just be upset. It is what it is, and in the long run, it's the best thing I can do. Just in between. which is kind of pulling me to the reading, right? It's the in-between of like what you're going through right now. It's the uncomfortability. It's the frustration. It's definitely pulling me to the reading. But yeah, I've known this. Hey, I'm gonna have a lot more time with you guys. And that's a plus, that's a bonus, right? I look at it as a blessing. Get me back on track, you know? So I just don't know what I'm gonna do at work. I put on a pair of scrubs. It's like, it's so tight. The only thing that makes me feel nice is the stomach, no restriction. So I gotta figure a lot of shit out. So, first class. Thank you, Spirit. So we have the Lovers, Scales of Balance, Ancient Tantra from the Soul, but it's actually Tantra of the Soul. Okay, there is an energy coming in. It needs to be balanced. It does not mean right now is the right time to balance the scales necessarily. Because right now it's like, it's that mirroring energy that's right here, and I wouldn't really say an eye for an eye, but it's definitely like, I'm gonna give to you what you give to me. Or I should say, I'm gonna give to you what you've given to me. Because I don't even think you're like communicating like that. I keep seeing communication. Like, I'm sure the communication might want to come out, but it's like, well, all the Slim Sadies, please stand up. Please stand up. It's like, call yourself out. Own acceptance to how you behaved and how you've treated certain things in certain situations. But here's the thing. We know there's still something extremely karmic happening, okay, from our previous reads and everything else that we've been reading. So we're fully aware that there's still a karmic cycle that just doesn't go away, right? So, and like I said, it's not your job to handle that karma. For instance, do you remember yesterday, I think it was the Virgo read, where it was like, this female energy with frack or whatever the case may be is going to hit you up, or this and that. For a lot of you, it's almost like them hoping that you're going to reach out to them and clear their karma. See what I'm saying? Like, again, it's not your job. This other energy almost like wants you to approach them on their behalf. And it's like, Max, it's like, no, it's not going to work that way, right? So what Spirit is doing right now is putting a majority of people in a bubble, okay? And within this bubble, they have to go through the dark night of the soul. They have to go through a spiritual awakening, but a dark night of the soul. And what's the other one? Shadow work, okay? We are ascending. We're pretty much already in 4D, but the matrix, the 3D, they're not even aware of that, right? So this huge group of the collective that is in this bubble, which is thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, okay? They're being put in a situation where Spirit is giving them roadblocks and obstacles that they can't have what they had before. Like, if you were feeding them, you were giving them attention, they can't have that no more. If somebody else, was doing that for them when you weren't doing it, they can't have that anymore. They're being put in situations where their happiness, their abundance, their comfort zone is being stripped because they don't have a choice. Well, they have a choice, free will, right? But they don't, it's like they're being called to change their perspective. They're being called to surrender. They're being called to break conditional family conditions and childhood trauma, and, to really know how to properly have a healthy relationship. And guys, we've all been there, right? But you were the catalyst for this group, and high five to you guys, because that's not an easy job, playing that role. And this is clearly somebody you care about, because this story and energy has been off and on the board for years. So, being protected, we go in, we come out, spirit will separate, you go in for your reasons, they reach out for theirs, yada yada, but now it's no longer your job, because now your job is over and you have fully ascended. Okay, you're on the train to ascension. You're only ascending higher and higher. So they're now in this bubble. Stuff is now being taken away for them to realize, what do they really want in their life? Because you're not allowed to stay comfortable in 3D anymore, because 3D is so close to not even existing. It's now 4D. It's still the Matrix, but it's now 4D. So that same comfortability that this universe has had umpteenth all these years is being stripped and taken. It's not anything you caused, not anything you forced. This energy still wants to blame, everybody, except for take their own accountability for their own actions. There's still obviously the elephant that needs to be addressed in the room. They still have to address the karmic partner, whether it's a wife, an ex-wife, a girlfriend, a kid's mother, because it tends to be the feminine energy, right? Or it's actually their own mother, their grandmother, right? So until they address that, this will stay in separation. Now, does it look like a union can come together with the Jupiter return and reap the rewards the right way? Absolutely. But that's if they do the work. It's not your job anymore to hold their hand. They can't dump your karma. And it's frustrating, because it's like literally they wanted you to have a conversation with this chick to clear up their own fucking karma so they can get out of it. Or they just thought they could have, a double life and lead this with you and lead that with them. And it's like, you're a spiritual grown-ass woman. That's not going to be a thing. You're not going to feed the fucking ego. So that's where we're at, vibrationally. Okay? So there's no point in having a conversation and trying to get this person to see this way or that way, because in all reality, you've already told them umpteen times of what's going on, why you feel the way you feel, why you're no longer talking, why you're no longer engaging. They want you to keep doing that because it keeps the cycle going. So they're going to keep provoking you or trying to engage and poke at you, because now they're getting triggered because spirit has them in this bubble. They can't get out of the bubble. Okay? So, certain things are being taken from them. They're not going to have that comfort anymore. It's not because you did something or they did something. It no longer is existing. That's what a global ascension is. Okay? Life is not the same. You can't stay comfortable anymore. Now, once you learn this lesson and you still choose to not change your perspective and look at somebody as an equal, then you be staying in the 4D. Okay? Like I said, you did your job. All right? I feel like with spirit, sometimes they still are giving this bubble the benefit of the doubt. High hopes, right? It's not your job to high hope anymore. It's not your job to explain to this person how you feel and what needs to be done in order for you two to come into union. You've done that. You've all bared witness to this person's negligence towards you. You've been there and you've done that. Okay? So this cycle is completely over. It's washed. It's done. They either come back in and want to make it work, and they look at you as an equal, and then maybe you guys can reap the rewards. In the meantime, you're going to start reaping the rewards. You don't need them in your life to reap. You've done your karma. Okay, good karma is owed. It's due. Dude, can't put a, you know what I'm saying. It's due. Okay, now you're reaping the benefits. Now this is current energy, guys. But this return also goes until, I believe, mid-December. Okay. So now you're matching their energy. That's what I was going to clarify next. You're matching their energy to their shit behavior, the way they've treated you. Wondering why you're not hitting them up, talking like it is, because this cycle is over and it's not going to be repeated by you. They would probably repeat it if they could, but that's why a lot of people, family and friends on the outside, are being taken and restricted as well. They don't want to engage in that silliness anymore either. It becomes exhausting. Whether they know they're globally ascending or not is still exhausting for those who are participating, right? They don't want to participate anymore either. So the mutual energy between the shark and the elk is, to me, is mirroring, which is meaning, you know, the way they treated you is what they're getting in return. And it's not because an eye for an eye, it's because you've outgrown this situation and it's just you stepped back. Now they might want to blame you. Oh, you're playing games, you're doing that. That's why I'm saying, like, this energy is not going to understand or comprehend. And it's not because they're stupid. It's just because they're allowing their ego to still partake in you guys' relationship and you guys' conversation. It's not much of a fucking relationship. That's not how you want to experience love. That's not your love story, right? This shouldn't be anybody's fucking love story. Not when two people aren't, you know, working on it together. So to me, this is definitely like the Leo season. Okay, so the overall energy between the two of you, the divine masculine, is basically telling you this energy is ascending. They don't like that it's ascending necessarily. They don't like that they need to be emotionally vulnerable. They don't like that they have to let their guard down. But if they really truly love you and they know you deserve it, then they will. Okay, so you're ascending, and the masculine is also trying to ascend. There's a fresh start right around the corner again, but if we still have some type of link to the financial, for the materialistic side of things. All right, that's still a matrix. Okay, it doesn't matter anymore if this is your soulmate or your life partner. You know, sometimes love really isn't enough. We've all learned that lesson, right? Well, or some are starting to learn that lesson, because it's time you prioritize you and stay healthy and do what's best for you. So I love that you're continuing to ascend. They're in the midst of ascension, but they're still in a karmic cycle, guys. So everybody needs to be aware of that. Now tell me about reconciliation. Well, let's look at it this way. Let's read this in the next 4 weeks. Tell me about reconciliation. And everybody's, you know, riding that wave over here, guys, right? So everybody's on a different wave, different time length. To me, if you guys were to come together and reconcile and try to talk on something, it still might not be time, right? So you have refocus. This isn't focus on coming together and reconciling, right? In the next 2 weeks, you don't need to be in la la land here. We're not on the Candyland board. We took ourselves out. So, like I said, in the next couple of weeks, it's not necessarily time for this energy for you guys to come together, right? Because to me, it's not saying, if it's saying refocus regarding reconciliation, that's the last thing that should be on your mind. because right now there's still karmic stuff going on. If that's what's on their minds, then it is what it is. We do have that communication, so you might be communicating, you might be shutting down communication. You might be compromising on when to meet or when not to meet. Tell me about refocus. Because in the midst of ascension, spirit is not going to tell the two of you to refocus and just, worry about each other right now. There's too much to be done and handled. Places to go, places to see, people to see, you know what I mean? And then you got the 6 of Wands. So look at that. The 2 of Wands popping out. So there is a new direction coming in. Okay, you got the Page of Swords. This energy right now is just trying to communicate, but it's it's the Page. It's not really a good communicator. The Empress isn't really going to pay attention to the Page. And the 9 of Wands, yeah, they're stressed out about this energy. Maybe you walking a new path, who knows? But again, it's the least of your concerns right now. Tell me about let go of control issues in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, see, they're still wearing a mask towards you. They still haven't learned this lesson yet. They're still playing mute. They're not opening up. They're not talking. Do not be fooled by this energy. Okay? If they're saying they're confronting a certain karmic situation regarding this, they're dealing with this lesson, they're not. They're playing mute. Okay? So don't be fooled by thinking this energy is just going to let go of control issues, because right now, I guarantee you're triggering this energy. So the feminine right here is transforming, is going through a metamorphosis. The masculine is still in the midst of a lesson. They need to open their throat chakra. They need to be authentic. They need to be vulnerable. All the things that they don't want to do. All the things. Because why? Because this got them through in life. It's not going to cut it. And I'm going to say it's not going to cut it if you want to be with a spiritual person. But in general, it's not going to cut it because it's a global ascension. Right? So tell me about getting to know each other and trusting. So remember, this cycle goes till December. So just, keep refocusing. Yeah, see, there's still an energy that needs to purge a third party and put up barriers. They need to purge this third party and put up barriers in order to have that new stat that wants to peek out. Right? Because this energy right here is like, as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. Well, that can't happen because, like I said, this person needs to address the elephant in the room with the karmic, and they're not doing that. I don't know if they want reassurance from you, this and that, but you know what? It doesn't work that way. They're in a bubble. It's no longer your job. What you need to do is refocus if you're getting sidetracked and take care of yourself. Because right now you are coming in Empress style. Don't let nobody take away that Empress. Tell me about trust. It's only going to benefit you guys in the long run if you come together. Admired. I just heard like they really admire you, but like if the answer is no. Now is not the time. No. Now is not the time in the next 2 weeks to trust this energy. And if this is triggering, I'm sorry, but these are very important messages that, this is now time for you to shift your focus if you have not done that yet. This is a very good video for you guys. A nice reminder, right, to shift this energy, because in the next couple of weeks, the answer is still no. Because they're still wearing a mask. They're still lying to the other energy in regards to what they actually want next with you, or just in general, okay? What's best for them. And right now, they're not doing what's best for them, okay? So, in the meantime, energies would be taken from the karmics. So to me, this is you guys. It's the moon, it's the cycles, there's depth. That could be a little bit of both of you. But I will tell you this Ace of Pents and this Jupiter return is coming to you, and it's coming to you now. You might not see it, but it's already agreed upon when you come into this life and you clear your karma. It's not something that they're going to take away from you when you've learned a lesson. So tell me about this Jupiter return. So maybe it's just, you need to do your own thing while this energy is, going through its learning curves. Yeah, so, okay. Like I said, that energy is going to be going through what it is that Spirit decides to put them through. As for you, some of you, this person feels like we belong together, Mariah Carey, but it's like taking advantage of that, taking it for granted, and that's not going to cut it, right? It's like, well, that's my golden ticket. No, I'm not your golden ticket, because right now you're still you're reaching for tickets that are just taking you from train to train in the Matrix. Like, so for my spirituals, okay, you want to reap the benefits, let go of the energy let go of the person that's holding that ego with you, okay? You do have some type of commitment. You do have something happening and coming your way, whether it's this energy or another energy. It just depends on what wave you're in. And some people, we have karmics and we don't even realize that our karmics, and we just assume it's two other people that are karmic. If that other energy doesn't want to ascend, then it's still very karmic, guys. Something is definitely going to pay off. You will have the commitment you want, the marriage you want, the lifestyle you want, the things you imagine. With the Eight of Pents, there will be teamwork. This could have to do with the Chariot. I mean, for sure, these guys, you're moving forward, but typically the Eight of Pents is linked to work. So commit to work. You want to reap the benefits? Commit to work. Commit to moving forward, not looking back, because you're going to be triumphant. And right now, you can't have this energy of the ego, of the peacock, fluffing their feathers and, getting their feathers all ruffled in a fucking bunch because you're triggering them. We don't, like I said, we don't have time for that. Okay. Let's find out what your Ace of Earth is. Your Ace of Pents. It could be a new spiritual route. We got fall. It could be working, because I'm hearing Scorpionic. But something can really boom September, October. But it's more pulling me to Scorpio. Tell me about fall. Regret. So you could be dealing with, okay, so this is probably the energy that wants to come in now and try to ground something. I think they're in the Scorpio shadow side. Some of you, it's winter too. Capricorn, Libra, Scorpio. So it is what it is. Now, if I'm looking at it like your Ace of Pents, my spirituals, because that was coming from them. You have the Four of Wands. You might be relocating. It's unknown because it's looking right at the moon. It's still unknown. Spirit knows it's unknown to you, but it's going to bring stability, something solid. Four of Wands can talk about partnerships, unity. Okay. Tell me about the moon. Just always remember, right now, we know you're going through a challenge, but these challenges are going to make you stronger. Have faith when you're faced with adversity. It's time for you to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities that you carry within your shaman energies. Okay, so time to speak to your ancestors, moon rituals. Yeah, this energy feels really abandoned. But it's almost like they don't even want you to know, or this is spirit saying you need to abandon the whole it's unknown, the whole unknown thing. I can't move forward. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't feel this way. I can't, I don't have reassurance. It could tell me about abandon. It can go like that for some. And yeah, then others, guys, you're in the fifth dimension. You're rocking in the fifth dimension. So I don't think this is your energy of feeling abandoned. Tell me about abandoned. Not with all this other energy coming in and the realisticness of things. All right. That talks about communication. So you're probably not going back and forth. They could be trying to communicate and spirit could actually be blocking them. It's also telling me that this energy might be trying to astral chat with you. And I would think that would be being blocked. This is somebody who's like, will have conversations with you in another dimension. But I feel like you're blocking that energy too. Which that's something me as a spiritual, I never really understood. That always aggravated me. Like, because you guys are in another dimension. We all are. This is our mirrored selves in this dimension, right? So it's living and vibing in that fifth dimension is you don't have issues like you do in the matrix. You're not in the matrix when you're in the fifth dimension. So you're able to have conversations, you're able to do this, you're able to negotiate, you're able to negotiate with counsel about lessons, and your guides can go back and forth and negotiate what they think is best for you because this one's doing that, this one's doing that. I think you even stopped communication in the fifth dimension. And if it's not you, your spirit guide stopped it because it was keeping this energy from moving forward. And I don't think this energy was remembering the conversations, but you have a very psychic connection. I mean, to the point you might not even realize how connected you are with this King of Wands energy. So it's almost like this energy trying to take advantage through even communication, thinking, slick Rick. And I just keep hearing the same thing. Slim Shady, will you please stand up? Own accountability for your own shit. And this, fifth dimension, 9 of Wands. So this energy is stressing out. It's definitely the wounded warrior energy, but I feel like it's almost victim energy. And it's the 10 of Pence. So stressing out about money, stressing out about long term. Just, stressing out with the 5 of Cups, missing you, stressing out about commitment. But we got justice. So until this karmic lesson is learned and acknowledged, it kind of is. Tis what it is, troops. Tell me about the polar bear. So you could use the polar bear energy. You can use the shaman within you. You can use that energy. This energy is most definitely going to want to compromise. All right, try to put you at your crossroads. But right now, you might just need to release and purge this situation because, like I said, in the next couple weeks, the answer is no. It's not time to trust this energy. This energy is still stuck. They're not addressing the elephant in the room. They're not addressing the karmic partner, whether it be an ex-wife, a current wife, a father figure in feminine energy. It could be their own mother, their own grandparent. Okay, so until that's addressed, this energy doesn't have a fucking shot. And they no longer have a shot in astro to hit you up and have conversations either. Okay, so we know that balance is coming in. We know that somebody wants to come in and try to create this harmony, but there's no harmony here like that. The best thing for you to do right now, my spirituals, is continue to be in your Emperor style. Yeah, Empress style. And do what's best for you. Somebody new could be coming into your life too, guys. Yeah, because with the balancing of the scales, it's almost telling you to release this energy, or this energy needs to release and do shadow work and wrap something up that's extremely fucking toxic. It's time to purge this fucking shit. So it's the same thing. This energy cannot come in and even attempt to create that balance. Their head is so far up the ass right now, I don't even know why they thought they could create balance or come at you with this or that. You're dealing with somebody who just avoids and avoids and avoids and avoids and avoids. Okay? Enough with that bullshit. You're not in fucking kindergarten anymore. That's pretty much it, guys. I can touch base on the Lion real quick. King of Wands. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag. Okay. But the Queen of Swords is kind of stalking that energy. Or they're staring at the Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Sea Serpent. This is like a cosmic egg Sea Serpent. Okay. You got the Moon, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And the Hangman. I will tell you, until somebody changes their perspective, this is absolutely hands down put on hold. And with the Moon being here, that to me, that's not fear. It's cycles, it's depth. You might date somebody new, guys. I ain't shitting you. It's like you just don't see it coming with the Moon, because it's all being orchestrated with the Wheel of Fortune. Why? Because you changed your perspective. You've changed how you've looked at this outcome. This is not worth looking at anymore. This energy will only stop you from ascending further. And I know that's bittersweet, but that's what's best for you right now. They want to play catch up, then they'll play catch up. And some of you might have the right person come along with this Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And that's their karmic lesson, losing opportunities, taking things for granted, being unappreciative, not changing their own perspective when it comes to people, places, and things. It's not hard to change your perspective. You can literally change the world by changing your perspective, but you're too stubborn and you want to see it your way. And that's not going to cut it when the world is ascending. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. This could also just be protected. But Ten of Pentacles, yeah, you got something long-term coming in here with the Sun. Vitality, good outcomes, good health, expansion. You can grow things. You can plant things. It's beautiful, and it's long-term, and it brings good fortune with the Ten of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups, mutual love, mutual understanding. But in order to have this Two of Cups, you got to walk away from your situation right now and move forward. With the Ace of Swords, be honest. There's no reason to beat around the fucking bush. Okay? Again, you can join the Matrix, or you can want a better life for yourself. This crow represents the High Priestess. Got a lot of Pisces energy on the board. You got the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you need to block this situation right now. And yeah, this other energy is sad, and they miss you in the Five of Cups, and it's disappointing for you too. But your higher self should have already blocked this. So this shouldn't even be triggering for you, because you already know what's going down. You're not an idiot or naive to any of this, quite honest with you. Okay? So to me, you've already shut it. You've already blocked it, defending your own values and this and that. And I don't even think, to me, you're not even the 5 of Cups. Like, this has already been disappointing. This has been disappointing so many times that it can't really get much more disappointing. Now you're just over it. Tit for tat. It's like the rope going back and forth, tug of war. You might have a day or two where it feels disappointing, but not like that. It's nothing that's going to hold you back, right? And the sun's right there. Again, 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Ace of Pence, Strength, 3 of Wands, okay? So beautiful messages. Not everybody wants to hear these type of messages, and not everybody wants to face it. Please remember, do you remember? This person might even try to send you music. Just please remember, guys, that this time period and what's coming in the energy, this is for your benefit. It is for their benefit, whether you guys make it or break it. It's time for you to continue to focus on yourself. Be that empress that you are. Why is that hanging like that? That was weird, right? Be that empress that you are. Continue to vibe high. Shift your focus, because your focus should not be on this. Let's not forget right here, guys. It's not time for reconciliation. It's time to shift your focus. This energy still has control issues. They're not affronting the karmic situation. Okay? Right now, you're the divine feminine. You're going through a metamorphosis of your own. So, this person might be being kept from you in a way, too, where you need to go this alone, because this energy around you is just going to hold you back. It's going to lower your vibration, and you don't have time. Spirit doesn't, this person doesn't, get to keep trying to wipe the slate clean or whatever their little fucking bag of tricks they're trying to pull. Okay, because they're still staying mute and not showing you who they really are and telling people what they really fucking want. When they know what they want, they see a future with you. They know that. Okay, but they want to have it their way. All right, so this isn't fucking Burger King. This is a spiritual fucking classroom. Go be a clown ass fucking king and go get crowned somewhere else then, because you're not fucking crowning jack shit. This energy, you can't get to know each other in a couple weeks. They're still feeling stuck. Can you trust this situation right now? No. Fuck no, you can't. You fucking can't. Okay? So don't even fucking entertain this. Are they ascending? Yes. It definitely looks that way. But they're still in karma. They're only somewhat ascending because Spirit put them in a bubble. It doesn't mean that they're going to step into 5D. They might try to get real comfy and remain in 4D, but they certainly can't stay in 3D anymore. Spirit's not allowing it. 3D doesn't fucking exist. So clearly their guides, their ancestors, and what they agreed on coming into this lifetime, they agreed to ascend. They just happen to be learning this lesson here and now. Maybe that's the way it was meant to go too. And let's not forget, you've had a past life with this energy who has blocked your throat chakra, who has told you how to do something, and has convinced you that with their help and their opinion, you can get further in life. That's not going to fly in 2022. So if this energy chooses not to ascend to where Spirit thinks they need to be in order for you to come into harmony and peace, they're not allowed back in. I know my guides won't let a clown ass fucking energy slide through the fucking door anymore. Time's up. Are they still around? Does she still want me? Does she still do this? Does she still think about me? Is it really over? Do you think I still have a shot? It's been over. It's been over. So that should answer your question. Because a lot of the people that you were dealing with, remember, you were the catalyst. So they kept coming and coming and coming and coming and hitting you up for fucking what? For them to keep sitting the fuck down? Stand the fuck up. Be a man or ship the fuck out. That's just where I'm at. I've always kind of been like that. Okay? You guys have always known this. Now you're just seeing it a little more clear. And it gives you a little more oomph. It's not your ego. It's not your pride. It's not that. It's, you know what you fucking deserve. You know this energy holds you down. You know this energy changes your vibration. You're aware of this. You're not naive to this. It's becoming more clear and more clear and more clear. Hi. Hello? Hello? Hi, it is. So chances are you're not going to let Okay. That'd be perfect. Okay. All right. Sounds good. I appreciate it. All right. You have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much. So they'll just call me back when they get a chance. All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks. All right. You too. Bye. I hate that I have to figure this all out now. Okay. So you know where you stand. Guys, there's really no point in going back and forth and trusting this energy right now. This energy is going to come in and try to sweep you off of your feet or offer you some type of commitment or some type of proposal. You know, it's again like trying to sell you the fucking American dream here. You know, like They can't sell you on your own dreams. You guys have different visions, right? So don't let this energy come in and try to sell you on their American dream, on what they think is best for you, because that's what they're going to do. This is not negotiable. This is not up for debate. Once you get on the same page as me and you look at me as an equal, well, then maybe you guys can collaborate in the future, especially if that's part of your contract. But it certainly ain't going to be right now when someone's fucking head is way up their fucking ass. They want you to wipe their fucking ass and clean up their fucking karma. But if you ask this person to bend over so you could wipe their ass, they would tell you you're fucking out of your mind and you have an ass fetish. But they got no problem you doing it without them being conscious of it. It's so fucking ass backwards. And then on top of that, they think we're a fucking witch. Guess what? We are. And trust me, we're not conjuring up fucking spells and shit. Because we certainly wouldn't conjure up a half-ass fucking man. Grow up. So it doesn't matter what type of fucking meatball they are. Doesn't matter if they're a Swedish meatball or an Italian meatball. They're still a fucking meatball. Person thinks they can live a double life. Oh, I can have her and I can have this on this side and I can have the best of both worlds. The fuck? You met a grown-ass spiritual fucking woman, you stupid fuck. Can't believe we still have these conversations, but apparently they're gonna ascend, so hoping for the best, right? Don't get your panties in a fucking bunch, ladies. Don't you worry. Fucking Prince Charming over here wants to fucking charm your little fucking panties off. Thank God I don't fucking wear panties. You ain't got fucking shit to charm. You have fucking little snake eyes trying to fucking charm. Fuck you. Fuck you, you Google. You Google silly ass wizard. Oh, you don't want me to call things out? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I bruising your fucking ego? Too fucking bad. Grow the fuck up. I left the sandbox back in fucking kindergarten. Punk. Yeah, because we really opted to join Team fucking Meatball, right, guys? I didn't know I was on audition to hang out with you and your fucking crew. Grow up. Oh, you can't believe I brought that up. Oh, you can't believe I talked about that. Oh, you can't believe I'm making you sound like a crummy person. Well, then stop giving us fucking crumbs. Like, oh, so sorry I bruised your fucking ego. I don't even care that you're fucking sad. And that's not me being fucking heartless. I got more of a heart than you can fucking imagine. But you know what? It's like, were you fucking sad when I was sad? Or were you sitting there telling me I'm just being dramatic and too over emotional about a situation? So you want me to feel bad that you have to learn your lesson? Did anyone feel bad for me when I had to learn my lesson? I don't need to hang out with energy that wants to play fucking victim or make me feel bad or guilty or not supportive. Right? So now's not the time to like this isn't fucking up for negotiation. You know? It's not like you don't love this person. You obviously do. You've been dealing with the same thing for a couple years. So yeah, you have moved on. You're not holding on to hope. And that's why you're going to get a karmic return. And if it happens to be this energy, they're going to do the work it takes so you guys can be equals. And if they're not going to do the work, trust me, your guides are already ahead of the fucking game. They already know. They already know how something's gonna fucking go. That's why they're all in a bubble and things are about to get fucking restricted. And it's not because you're a witch and you're putting spells on them. It's because it's life lessons that they agreed on when they came into this world. You're not gonna sell me on the fucking ticket into the Matrix. No, I don't want to collaborate. No, you're not gonna tell me how I should run my business or what's gonna be more beneficial for me. Because I don't want to run a business that has to do with the Matrix. My business is being taken into the 5D. I'm not here to benefit the fucking Matrix anymore. I'm here to benefit the ones who fucking have ascended. I'm not going to negotiate where I stand and what I talk about anymore. Oh, you're baffled. You're shocked. I got a potty mouth or a sailor mouth or this or that. You know what? It's probably even more fluent in potty mouth because of the past life where you kept suppressing my throat chakra. So yeah, now I'm going to tell you you're acting like a fucking piece of shit and you need to grow up and get the fuck out of the sandbox. Grown-ass spiritual fucking woman, I don't got time for this shit. You want to match my energy? Because I want to be with somebody where our energies expand together. So yes, you should not, there's an inner knowing that this could be a person and that, you know, they're going to get to where they want to be. And if they truly want to be with you, you know, and you guys will figure it out. There's always that inner knowing, but it doesn't mean it's going to pan out that way either. So, and honestly, a majority of us anyway, we've already stepped out of that. We're not waiting for them to have a conversation. We're not waiting for them to commit anymore. We're not waiting to mesh this or do this. We're not waiting for that anymore. If you were to come at us with that, we wouldn't even know what to do with that anymore anyway. And that's the way it should be. You've been trying to study us. Well, now we need to fucking study you because we don't even know who you really are. Our souls can feel who you are, but you have not showed us who you actually are. And just because we can feel that soul connection does not mean we're going to sacrifice our own beautiful experiences that we should be experiencing in this lifetime. That's it. You're not going to feed your ego. And other people are not going to feed their egos right now. Again, not your fucking job anymore, guys. Put my hands up and playing my song, DJ song, yada yada, right? It's not your job anymore. Everything is being taken. Not everything's being taken, but their comfort zone is being restricted. And it's not because of you. It's because the 3D it's evaporating. We're in the 4D. So if you're stuck in the Matrix, you don't even know what the fucking 4D is in all reality, right? So you don't have a shot to stay comfortable in the 3D. This is why I said different leaders are coming in. Certain leaders are getting knocked off the horses. And doesn't take a fucking psychic to know that, guys. It's a global fucking ascension. So everybody who wants to stay and restrict themselves and not change their point of view, I don't know how your life is going to turn out because they're not allowing you to stay comfortable. You can't just take that comfortability and shift it into 4D. It's not a thing. You can't do it. And as spirituals, starting years ago, we're already in the 4D, 5D. Now we're vibing in the 5D, and we don't even know what other dimension we're quite working on yet. Because they need to gradually move the 3D to a complete 4D. And a majority of us are going to be in 5D. So the 4D energy is not even going to know how to run a 5D fucking business. And everyone's going to be like, oh my God, what's going on with the world? And blah, 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 blah. That's your own neglect on your end. Watching the 5 o'clock news, 7 o'clock news, again at fucking 10 o'clock. You know, thinking that this person's amazing, the stuff he's been through in life. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what they've been through in life? We've all been through fucking something. Why are you admiring fucking people that like, don't even fucking get me going. The The people that people fucking admire is fucking mind-blowing. Everyone wants to talk about fucking Trump running for this and doing that and the next election, this and that. Let me tell you how the fucking election is going to go. Spirit is going to put whomever they see fit to become the next president. And then from there, they're going to get reelected because that president is not going to get the job done in 4 fucking years. So you believe the next person that gets elected to be our fucking president, it was chosen by Spirit, and this person will serve 2 terms. That is the only way for things to look up for humanity. So it doesn't matter who the fuck you vote for. It's not going to go down that way. When I say the world is changing, the world is fucking changing. They want humanity to survive. So I'm not going to sit and debate. Sure, I like Trump. Sure, this and that. It doesn't matter. That's not how it's going to go down in this next election. You mark my words. It's who Spirit has chosen. Anybody. I could run for fucking president. As long as I'm a good influencer for the next 8 years, the job is getting done. Because at the end of the day, any leader or dictator still answers to the fucking government. You're just the fucking messenger. You're just the public fucking face. That's all you are. That's how that shit's gonna go down. We don't need, you've been in a fucking politics and, you know, such a good name and family name and a good back, like, and if we don't like the decision that was made, Spirit can alter what they want altered. If you think the president's weak, it might just be the right fucking opportune time to choose that fucking person, because they're going to make sure the job gets fucking done. They're not going to allow the wrong person to come in with this next term. Humanity has done enough damage. This is the only way out to try to repair what we've let happen. To me, you don't even need to be psychic for that. That's just being awoken, knowing how it's going to go. It's the way it has to go. It's the global ascension. The right leaders will come into term, and they will make a difference, and they will be powerful influencers. And if they don't have that quality, it won't be your next president. Our next president can be a fucking face. Like I said, they can have a walk-in. Doesn't matter your background, your education, your fucking history. A spiritual walk-in can happen at any time. And spiritual walk-ins have been known to come in and finish the job. This is the last shot humanity has, guys. I already said this generation that's here now is the lost generation. They can only interfere so many more times before it's up to humanity to take back the earth that we've allowed leaderships to destroy. We have all these free platforms. Can't fucking make excuses anymore. So I'm certainly not going to make excuses for frickin' frack and the fucking meatballs that keep wanting a fucking space on our board. And it's not just my fucking board. It's not just our story. These egotistical, fucking narcissistic, superficial fucks on their high horse are on the fucking evening news. It's time to unfuck your own brain. I can tell you how it's going to go. Doesn't make me a really good fucking psychic. It's called being awakened. All these people who really think they're fucking awoken, they don't even know what the fuck woke means. They're going to know what woke means when they're allowed out of the bubble. That's what they're going to know. That's when they're going to know what woke actually fucking means. When you do the fucking work. Oh, you're successful at business, you're successful at that. You learn to cheat the fucking system. That's not all hard work, sweat, and fucking tears. We know how you power crazed fucking leaders. We know how you get to where you fucking get. Don't try to fucking manipulate the ones that are already fucking awoken. It's the doctor's office again. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night, and I will see you tomorrow morning for weekend energy. I love you guys. Bye. Hello? Hi, how are you?